Hello everyone, I'm the Godot guy, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create a third-person character controller. Right now, if we look here, our character looks like this. This is the more advanced version, but there's a very more simple way to do this. So we're going to start by creating the floor that our player will be on. We're going to grab this, this is called a Mesh Instance 3D, and we're going to put it into our scene, and we're going to create a shape. It's going to be a box mesh, and we're going to stretch it out using these values. Set the Y to 0. I didn't know you could go negative, so just place it 0. Make it big this way. Now that you have all of this, now that you have your floor, zoom out more, press this button, the mesh button, and create a tri-mesh static body. Your floor now has collision, and if you click here on material and scroll down to albedo, you can change the color to what you want here. I'm gonna go like that color, something light. Now we're gonna save it as whatever. I'm just gonna save it as floor 2 because I already have a floor here. And yeah, that's it. That's done for a floor. Now we're gonna create our character. We're gonna start with the character body, and we can look from here. I got my player model and our camera here. We can see that it's pretty easy. This character is gonna have like a lot of stuff. It's gonna be able to, when you press your right mouse button, it's gonna lock on to the camera. You can zoom in and out. It's gonna do a lot of stuff. So we're gonna add our model first. For now, I'm gonna set it to another mesh. Just gonna make it a cylinder. Put it up. Actually, yeah, no, keep it at that level. And create a collision shape for it. There we go. Now we're gonna name it player. We're gonna save it. Now we're gonna make a camera 3D. We're gonna set it here, up, and like that. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Now I'm gonna press here, and I'm gonna give this guy eyeballs using a sprite 3D. Gotta find our picture. We got eyes. These eyes are mainly here just to show you where our character is looking. So gotta go find the scale. Get super small because these are eyeballs. Yeah. So there's our player model. Now we got everything we need to actually code it. So we're going to create a script for our character, and we're going to name it Guy. So we're going to delete all this because we don't need this for our character. Now we're going to go find the other script I have for my actual character right here. Just to check. Yep, this is the right script. I'll have the script in the description, and oh, we don't need that. We just need up to here. We're gonna copy it into this script. We're gonna remove this for now because this is for my guy right here, not yours. So you won't be needing that unless you name your animation this. You won't need it. Now, this is already a part of Godot, so we don't have to change anything. But these aren't gonna be a part of your game when you first put it in. These inputs won't be there, so we're gonna have to create them by going to project and project settings, going to input map, and you'll see this is all you need right here. You're gonna make one. You're gonna go here, you're gonna type in left, I put a 2 there, and then this is gonna go here, and then you're gonna add the letter by pressing this, and you're gonna continue it for all of these. If you want the script to work, you have to spell it exactly. So left without uppercase, right without uppercase, up without uppercase, down without uppercase. Hold is so our character gets locked onto the mouse. Zoom out to zoom out, zoom in to zoom in. Mouse on basically makes your cursor appear on the screen, because when we're in the game, the mouse cursor will disappear. Mouse lock locks the mouse back into the game, and E does something. It's in the camera script. But now I'm going to create a script for our camera. We'll just name it Camera 3D. And as you can see right here, this just gives our camera the third person character stuff. So this is our camera script. It has all the stuff you need. This is the target node. This is supposed to be like able to attach onto any player. So you would just have to grab your player. You would just have to grab your player and connect it there. Or whatever. You could connect it to just the eyeballs. Now this is our script. I'm not going to be going too much into detail on how it all works, but this is pretty easy. It just changes it based on where your mouse moves, and this updates it. And the movement script is basically the same as my movement script from my last video, the first person character script, except it's been changed a bit to follow the third person output. Now, when we load, now we're going to load our player into the scene. Our player will be loaded in, and we're going to lift him up. We're now going to join the scene and see what happens. Indexed rotation. Because we don't have this called body. This is something we don't have. So for body, this body is something that I will remove on the script for now. It's a little mistake. I forgot it was here. Oh. So now we're all good. We can load this back up. Yes, that would be the issue. We never actually set our camera to track anything. You're gonna have to set that. I talked about it before, so that's my fault. And as you can see, we're able to zoom around. But, like always, I'm making many mistakes in my videos. And I was supposed to click here and then join the scene. Now, as you can see, we can look around and we can move. But this is weird. Our character's sidestepping, but then when we turn around, he moves forward in a direction. This is what the camera lock comes in for. Whatever button you set it to, hold it, and now your character will not work at all. Wow. Think I messed something up. Ah, yes, that would be the issue. I figured it out. This body function must be there at all times. If we go into here and we click on our camera 3D and go down to body, we'll see that body needs to be there. We'll add these back and grab body. We'll set body to be under the mesh. We're gonna find node 3D. And we're gonna come over here and we're gonna name it body. We're now gonna put our mesh inside of it. So the body is connected to our player character. And yet again, I put it into the wrong scene. As you can see, it works. Our eyes move a little bit. It's kind of wonky, but it does work. Mostly because these eyeballs aren't actually attached to our character. We can fix this by quickly just changing everything up. Putting the eyeballs as a part of the body, and instead of tracking the character, track the body. Now go back into the scene, and everything will work. As you can see, they always stare at us, which is super weird, which is why we need to change the eyeballs back out to the character. You see, it's all trial and error in coding, and sometimes it'll work, and sometimes it doesn't. Well, it still doesn't work, because we're no longer tracking the player, we're only tracking the mesh. So we're going to put the eyeballs back in, and we're going to reload the scene. And now, when we move around, the eyeballs will just be stuck staring at us. We want to change this. So, we go back to the player, we turn around, and set the eyeballs to be facing the camera in the first place. There we go. Now this should work. It's a little wonky. The script was meant to be simple. And there we go. As you can see, the eyeballs are no longer there. We're stuck moving in one direction. But if we let go of the hold button, it goes back to the way it was. Now, doing the scroll button will let you zoom in and out, which could help you if you're trying to make a game where you have to zoom out to see stuff that you couldn't normally see. This third-person character controller is based off of the Roblox characters. I based it off of this because it's the most used third-person character controller, and it's the most simple. When you're not holding down the button, you can freely look, and when you are, your character gets stuck forward, and you can move freely. And you can zoom out and in, just not into first person, because this is only a third-person character controller. Mixing them together would be as easy as just setting this value over here in the camera script right here to 0. This just clamps the distance, so the max you can zoom out is 15 meters and the minimum is 2. This is all pretty simple, and now I'll show you a finished prototype where we're playing as Mario. As you can see, our character runs kind of sideways and weird, but upon holding the button, our character will always face forward. Our character is able to zoom out and zoom in. We're able to see it. It is stuck in a running animation. I made this in like 4 minutes. I just crafted it together to show you guys a prototype. And we also have weird things following you. And yeah, that's it. There's your completed third-person character controller. It's super simple to create, and I hope you guys were able to keep up with this, because I made a lot of mistakes this video. Well, third person is a lot harder than first person, so I was bound to make a couple of mistakes. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Godot